Nathan Week.
Welcome back to Mega Game Crushers. This is Nathan Week. Today we're playing
Nathan Week.
Woo!
Wowee, guys, it's melee time.
It's time to play some Sheik.
It's frickin' melee time.
Some
Dan's gonna play
Sheik
Sheik.
gameplay.
He's gonna be super fucking cheesy.
I haven't played Melee in so long. It's like last time I played Melee, I was like fucking hammered at a party.
Last time I played Melee, Mango was getting canceled for something else.
Okay.
So that's crazy, you know?
Well, hey, what happens if we just don't find an opponent?
Well, then this becomes the podcast.
Yeah,
this becomes a podcast
10 minutes
segment.
of us
Yeah, I
just
guess so.
podcasting.
The game came after. Oh, I got one.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my
Playing
god, I
Falco
suck
players?
against
Falco.
Falco. What do I pick?
Fuck Falco.
I ban?
Fuck Falco.
Okay, do I want Dreamland? I don't even know.
As
Set-
Sheik?
What do I pick here? I ban this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I play Donkey Kong. I don't know. Ooh, yeah, I would ban left stage.
You would ban Dreamland? Okay, we're going Battlefield.
Dreamland is too big. Dreamland is too big.
Oh,
Battlefield's a
fuck,
good
dude.
start.
I haven't played so
Battlefield's a good
long.
neutral start. I'm a big fan of the giant
text
your
in the top
GameCube
left?
controller adapters out of date
Yeah, I
or
don't-
some shit.
I don't know why it's there. Well, it's just
Why is it
it's
still
there.
on?
Keep showing up.
It's
Yeah.
there
Yeah, fuck it.
Wow, Dan, you're playing really good.
now. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Melee
it.
is a fun game, and Nate is right to put this on his top games list of all time. You know?
We haven't really talked about this much during Nathan Week, but I feel like we could talk about it here. Ooh, okay.
Oh,
we can talk
I got rolled.
about it here. We did ask, because our good friend Nathan, who's usually on the channel,
God.
if any of you aren't aware, it's
Good friend
me,
Nathan.
Seb, Sick over there, and then Dan, who is currently holding his own in Melee, and
Fine.
Nathan.
We're fine.
And
Ow.
Nathan is out of town, and we asked him very normal, hey, can we have your top 10 list of games?
Yeah.
And
He did give them
he
to me
doesn't
in
know.
order.
Yeah, and he doesn't know that we have decided to effectively play 6 of his favorite games while he isn't here to play them with us on the channel. But in Melee is one of the higher ones up there, I feel, because while usually it's pretty common for me to go into his room while he's taking a break from work, and he's just booting up a ranked match or two to take off the steam.
Yeah. This is Nathan's chill game.
Can I?
Melee's got a
Can I say
nice
right now
history
that
involved.
Falco's one of my worst matchups ever? I famously in
Yeah.
tournament lost to Thomas England, who was plays Falco.
Oh my god, yeah.
Shouldn't never be
yeah.
happening.
Falco's my least favorite matchup too, and Sheik. Oh,
we're
he
fine,
died.
no, we're
He
fine.
battlefielded himself.
That's fine.
Yeah, Melee's
this.
a really cool game because it's kind of brought us all together. Without Melee, I don't think any of us ever meet. I'm gonna be real.
I don't think that's true.
I think
See,
Butterfly Effect. We don't
Yeah,
meet.
I mean, here's the
Maybe
thing. You can
Melee.
butterfly effect really far back.
Well, if
but,
we just think about it, connecting the dots, right? A lot of us met through Ludwig / that community around him.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Yeah.
where it started. And we don't meet if Ludwig doesn't play Melee. Because that's why Ludwig gets into doing shit like this, right?
Oh, true, but I have so many other less likely butterfly effect things that.
At least for me, I don't get into this kind of stuff without Melee existing, right?
I got into Ludwig, and I was in his community early days. I just never interacted, and then I just
Dan and I have been there from the beginning, I think.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
was
was there from when he first
from
went
early.
full time and all that shit. I was there early, but I just never interacted because I did not care to interact with the community, and I ended up getting in through Atrioc, that side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Ludwig play fucking. I think Pogo Stuck was literally the game I found him on, because he had one of
That's
the only
crazy.
full playthrough
Yeah.
videos.
You did find him on Pogus. I was watching Ludwig before Ludwig was doing his own thing.
Yeah, I know I was watching him
Right.
for a while,
You
but
probably watched
then
him, off the sticks or some shit.
Listen, everyone knows Ludwig's first step onto the scene. The real first step was the roast of Hugo, right?
Real.
yeah.
Right. Ludwig's big break was the roast of Hugo, and that is
And
where
it
I
was a
saw
big
him.
break.
'Cause I started watching Melee that tournament. That was the tournament I started watching Melee, and my friends got me into it. And so then roast of Hugo happens, and I'm like, oh, this guy's sick, and then I watched him from there. And then, it spiraled. I actually messaged Stans today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I messaged Stans saying thank you, because Stans is the reason why I got any work in content creation first.
Hmm.
Yeah, I ran Any Tubbers, dude.
Oh, real, dude. Eddie Tubbers. Dude,
I
I'm a
started
fucking.
Any Tubbers.
I'm an Eddie Tubbers fucking like unk at this
Yes.
point because I played in the Valorant
I-
tournaments and I took fucking Team Yeesh to the finals with Yeesh.
I
Team
was
Yeesh.
the person who set up Any Tubbers. Because we were all in Sans' server as a community going, guys, we gotta do 10 mans. And I was like, why don't we just do a tournament? And then we set up a server for it. And after like the second Any Tubbers, Stans was like, or we messaged Stan, we're like, Stans.
You gotta
stream
fucking
this.
commentate this, bro.
You gotta stream this shit.
I
You
was
gotta
in one of the
commentate
finals
this
that Stan's commentated. It was sick.
Yes. And so Stans does it. And through that, I get work from Ludwig running events during COVID. And then that just spiraled into what I have now.
Didn't you run like Fortnite
So-
Monday or something that like everyone else was in?
I helped run Ludwig's Fortnite event. I don't think I was the main guy on that, though. I did the Among Us tournament that Ludwig did. Balls controller.
True, yeah.
Historically.
Historically,
you
I did
made
the
the
balls.
balls controller, yeah.
I worked with a team of people to make the balls controller.
Yeah.
The one thing that people always get pissed off at me about is like, you didn't do any of the actual work. And I'm like, well,
The balls
I
controller doesn't make the
spent, like,
Ludwig if you're not there.
yeah, I was like, I got it all set up. I concepted it with design out of Shield. He's the guy who actually sculpted it. My goat. We worked very closely together on it. And while yes, I may not have physically sculpted those balls with my own two hands.
I may not have formed those nuts betwixt
think-
my hands.
My God.
I think those nuts, which are designed after Atrioc, by the way,
And up to
would not have made it.
Those are
into-
Atrioc's nuts?
into the real world. We designed the controller off after Atrioc, yes.
That's awesome.
Because there was a joke about how Atrioc's penis is like really long and skinny, like really long and skinny.
Needle
and,
dick?
And the cable was the shaft of the penis, and then the tip
Yeah.
is the plug. So that was the joke. It was Atrioc's penis. Because everyone always asked, what did I design it after?
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, you have to have a muse there.
I think I jokingly said it in the meetings with the guy who sculpted it, but he kind of really just, on his own figured out how to sculpt it, and he's a true genius and
Yeah,
artist.
a savant.
Whoever makes the ball
Yeah.
controller is a genius. Yeah, that's true.
He is a true savant. He deserves all the credit in the world. But yeah,
See, I very much like, I am like I'm currently like fucking 10 dominoes deep to get to where I'm at.
I just went down my Domino's path. I did that for Ludwig, and then through Ludwig, I met you guys, and then I moved to fucking Austin, Texas, and then I got work through people here, and now I'm here.
Dude, I
Dan's
forced
about
it
to
down
lose
mid.
melee.
I'm fucking ass at this game.
It's fine. We got another. Yeah.
We got one more
We're
set.
gonna be playing some more. But like I forced it down mid. I saw a random fucking VR chat video. This is how far back we're going. Saw a random VR chat video, and met and saw that there was like a person. Like I watched a few videos. It was for Drumsy. And he had this Scottish girl in her videos. I'm like, oh, she looks cool. I decided to like try to follow her on Twitter because I'm like, oh yeah, she seems like an interesting enough person.
Yeah.
I see that day she opened up a Discord server. And I went, fuck it, I'll go in there. I hung out in there like 24/7 for months. That just became my normal hangout area. And I became extremely good friends with her. And she introduced me to my now girlfriend, at the time just a friend of hers. And a friend of my girlfriend knew a guy who needed some stuff for streaming, who had like 10 viewers. We're not gonna name him because he turned out to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But he was like a 10 viewer guy who happened to blow up in the next couple years, and I became his dude for graphics. He introduced me, or like pitched me, when Noah, our roommate, me and Dan's roommate, Neg, was looking for someone to do graphics for like a Discord
That's a
server.
great pickup,
I
by
wasn't
the
even
way,
invited
actually.
to the Discord. I just happened to also find the link and join it, thinking like this. I think these are the guys commissioning me, and I'm like, I just sent the DM like, yo, can I get a link to that?
Dude, that's
And I
crazy.
hopped in, and I just fucking forced my way in. And no longer am I just doing a commission for it. Now I'm involved in the social circle of the server. Kept it alive for a while, and that's where I met everyone. And then it ended up, TwitchCon, moving out here, all that shit. But I forced that shit down mid. Like that was
you
not
really
the
did.
route anyone else goes.
Mine's a little
And
bit more
Neg
rogue.
only knows all these people because Atrioc.
I went a little bit more rogue. Like I moved to Austin on my own volition, knowing nobody, and then like just happened to meet like Noah and Zach and everybody just through living here, and us both being newcomers to the city and lonely.
Yeah,
Which is crazy you guys didn't meet otherwise, given you have the ties to Ludwig's community.
I mean,
and they are all like, yeah,
they
they're
were
big
Atrioc.
Atrioc, but like those are close communities, especially at the time. Now they've become less and less. I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
they've
true.
become their
Well,
own.
Ludwig
still
is still
are
big,
there.
but it's like and
Ludwig
so's
is now
Atrioc,
kind of
honestly.
like-
but it's less
They're
like
both huge.
it's less like homey and more
Atrioc's
so
big.
like just big like it's
They're two big content
depersonalized,
creators.
really.
They're two
Yeah.
big content creators. They're no longer offshoots of each other to some extent, and also like their content's much different.
Yeah.
So I
True.
think their communities have just been diverging. They're still very much like, you know, you have the brotherhood between the two, but they're different.
Yeah, and then there's Stans.
Yeah. Stands in his own little bubble.
Love Stans. He makes enough money.
That guy just got home,
Yeah.
by the way. That felt good.
He's having a
Uh,
kid.
I know.
He's having a
congrats
kid
to
now.
Stans.
God damn.
Damn.
There's some good stuff
Wow.
happening in these games, but then the fuck I just get comboed for like the rest of it.
Yeah,
Happens.
dude, that was weird, dude. We just went down like crazy hardcore memory lane.
Well, I mean,
All the
what
content.
else would we were talking about? This is gonna be the podcast, right?
Yeah.
I know. It's
talking about
now.
shit.
I'm like, whoa.
I mean, it
God,
was
we've been through so
Ludwig,
much, even in
Pogostuck
Austin.
into Pogostuck top 10 into world record map 2 release into whatever the fuck I do now.
I mean, even like just Austin itself and us being in Austin, like that's been
Yeah.
a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, all our stories ended there, but it's crazy shit since then. We all have work now, but like, none of us are from the same state. None of us are in the same social circles. It's
Yeah.
like
Dan,
we just
Dan's
ended up
from
here.
New York. Seb's from New Hampshire. I'm from California. Nate and I are the two people who live the closest to each
Yeah.
other. I think. Nate and I were maybe 20 minutes away from each other. Genuinely,
That's
growing
actually
up.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, me and
Matt-
Dan were like a few hours.
Yeah, and Noah for that matter.
Yeah. And
And a
Noah
ferry.
too.
Yeah, no, up
Oh,
in
I fucking messed up on
Pennsylvania,
my input.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to bring up Erie every time.
It is crazy.
It's always so funny when people ask like
Well-
I say adults as if we're not all in our 20s, and
Yeah.
like pay rent and have jobs. But when like, you know, an older adult will ask like, what do we do, or how like our living
Yeah.
situation works, it's like, we all met online. We all
Yeah.
moved here. None of us lived here
Our-
prior.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've gotten to a point now where like, at least when there's someone in my life who's like an adult who, you know, can have an opinion on my life that I care about, like parents or family. I
Yeah.
feel like at this point, like if they ask what I do and like I explain it, they can't be like, man, they're going nowhere with life, because I think I've gotten to that point where like I am going somewhere, but I'm still also like living the contractor fucking life of, you know,
Yeah.
next month I might not have work. Who
You never
knows?
know.
You know? Next month, my boss might get drunk and start air humping women. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, and then you are unemployed.
yep. And then I'm unemployed and I don't know what to do.
How do I
But yeah, it is crazy. I mean, I might be fucking renting my own home by myself next year. And then the year after that, I might own my own home. Who knows?
Dude, I'd be so rich.
I know
if didn't have
Nathan
student
wants
loans.
to.
you would. I know.
I'd be fucking killing
you
it
would.
right now. Holy
But
shit.
that doesn't mean that you're not. That doesn't mean that you're super poor.
I'm broke, bro.
because you can pay. You can pay
I
those
hate you.
loans off.
I hate you.
Dan, you bought a Nintendo Switch 2 on release.
Yeah, that's the double paycheck gambit. You know what I'm saying?
So okay, just because you give it a fun name doesn't mean it isn't
Listen,
you
if we're
making
gonna-
money.
If we're gonna tier list how broke we all are as a group of friends, just the four of us, it goes Seb, then me, then Nate, then you probably. Maybe actually. it's
No,
probably
Nate is the
Seb.
least broke. Nate
Yeah,
is
it's
the least
probably
broke by
Seb,
far.
then-
Nathan has the most money
me.
because he doesn't have bills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm
Seb,
the
then
most broke.
me.
Then it
Probably me. Dan makes more money.
probably
than me
you,
every
and then Dan, and then Nate. Nate just
Yeah.
is good with money and doesn't have loans, and I am just broke as fuck.
month. Guys, I think that's it. Dan lost 2 runs.
You want to do one more or what?
Hold
No,
on.
I mean,
Stop
he's
fucking
gonna
Oh.
punch real
I'm
quick
hitting a homer. Oh. Hold on.
as he walks through it.
Hold on.
Uh,
There it is.
Is that a
was
homer?
dog
That was a
shit
power
hit,
home
dude.
run.
That
That one was for
was one of
Nathan.
the worst hits ever I've ever
That
seen.
was for
That's the
Nathan.
best you could do for Nathan?
That was
That was-
crazy. Wow.
That's all I got.
Wow.
All right,
Well,
goodbye.
shit.
I fucking hate this game so
Goodbye,
bad at
goodbye.
it. Bye. God damn it. I fucking suck.
Guys, am I about to play a solo game of